You know, I've been enjoying these new scenarios they're adding to The Sims, but I don't like to play The Sims on easy mode, and I feel like these scenarios are too easy. We just got a new one. It's a limited time only one called Perfectly Well-Rounded, and I'm gonna try it, but I need to set up for it first, because this challenge is not actually that difficult. The idea is to have a Sim finish their aspiration, have 5 friends, and be level 10 in 3 skills. And those are all things that like a regular Sim will probably achieve in their lifetime. Maybe not level 10 in 3 skills, but with a little bit of extra push, you'll probably get there. Having 5 friends, think about this for a second. If they have a spouse, maybe they have 3 kids and a neighbor, like, that's 5. It's not that difficult. But if I speed run it, maybe then it will be difficult. So here's what I want to do. I want to build a house in preparation for my speed run attempt, because I feel like the best way to do this fast is to use a micro home. With Tiny Living, if you've got a house that's under 32 tiles, you get less bills, you get relationship gains doubled, but most importantly, you get skill gains doubled. So this is gonna be a breeze. We just need the home first. So today I want to build a skill-based micro home. Now, keeping in mind, micro homes are really small. Like, that is 32 tiles for the whole house. So we will have to be very mindful of that as we are building here, because we really do not have a lot of room to work with. I'm thinking I might go for like a little mid-century kind of vibe, because it feels like the simplest thing for a house this size. Because look, the roof line, let's be honest, is very simple. And we can't do much fancy stuff with this. Like, usually I would like to put platforms and maybe a porch, but a porch counts as tiles, so alas, we cannot. I'm also thinking this should be like a studio sort of vibe. I'm not really sure how I want to split it up yet though. I might work on the outside first so I can avoid thinking about it. Now, Stanley is a hot dog, so I think I would like to embrace that and have some like red and yellow going on in this home. Yeah, I'm really aiming for simple here. I might do it like this. Here's my thought process. If we do it like this, we can kind of like put some landscaping in, maybe some bushes right here that will help separate it. I don't necessarily want this house to look like it's a micro home. Like, I'd like for it to look like a nice normal house and not like I tried to make it 0 tiles, even though I did try to make it like 0 tiles. That was the goal. I might get a wall mailbox. I love wall mailboxes. I think they're so nice. Okay, inside the house, I think I might put the bathroom over here. The fun part of this is that you can actually make really small functional bathrooms in this game. Like, I think you would honestly be surprised by how little it takes to make it functional. You can even do a 1 tile wide one technically, but I'm not gonna go that far. But it will function like this. You can just put it like this and it'll work. This toilet from university, your Sims can step over it. So you can just put it in the middle of the room and it's fine. So I think I'll put it like this, call it a day. Okay, I think I may have actually spent too much money. I need to start being more careful. Do I wanna do it like this? This is kind of like my go-to layout for micro homes. I might not even give him a kitchen sink. I probably should give him a kitchen sink, but in my head I was envisioning that he could just use the sink in the bathroom. That's bad, isn't it? This is fine though, because he's got plenty of counter space. And then bedroom wise, now keep in mind, we need to make sure he's got things like a computer. I'm gonna have him use painting as one of his like main skills. So an easel is necessary. I'm trying to use this like yellow wood because I want it to be like the yellow wood and then the red on the door and stuff, because it'll look like a hot dog. Do you get it? That's what I'm going for. Anyway, sorry, skills. So he's gonna do painting. I feel like cooking is probably the next best bet because he's gonna have to cook anyway, so he might as well just cook a lot. And then maybe I have him fish because he can just go right there. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But that would be an easy one and it would get his fun up. I'm spending way too much money on dumb things. Like, why am I taking the time to decorate a bedroom like this? Absolutely pointless. Should I have put it on the other wall? These are all important questions we must ask ourselves, because then I could put the easel in the corner. That's probably a better use of the space. And we can have more windows. Okay, then what do you put over here? I don't need anything else. I mean, we have a dining space. I guess the next priority is probably to get like a living room of sorts. So maybe I will try and give him that. Can he even get to that still? Maybe leave it where it was. He doesn't need a living room. He's gonna fish for fun. To be fair, it would probably be good to have a dresser in here. Because I don't have one yet. Ooh, do I like that? I don't know. Dresser, bookshelf. Don't like the colors of the rug. I never understood why this lamp came with Tiny Living. This is not a tiny lamp. This is like one of the biggest lamps we have in this game. Why did this pack have it? Why Tiny Living for this lamp? I might use it though, because I don't know what else to put over here. That actually seems pretty nice. And that saves me loads of money to waste on landscaping. Sometimes I like to make like a fake little courtyard. The problem is, I don't know if I like how it looks out here, but maybe the courtyard would be nice for this house because then we have some outdoor space that we can use. I might even give him a little courtyard in the back too. Words cannot express how annoyed I am that it doesn't. Oh, okay. Maybe I won't give him one. Terrain paint is my friend here, I think. There's not a lot going on here, you know, because micro homes, so I'm trying to improve the outdoor space. These trees make the house look so puny. It's worth it though. So these come in red. I know we just got some more swatches, so. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna put a gnome. I still haven't painted the outside of the house because I'm stalling. I don't want to. It stresses me out. I'm wondering if maybe a chess table would be a good one. I know I like always put chess tables, but that might be a good skill building type object to have for him because he could master the logic skill easy as well. Like forget fishing. We could just be chess masters. Okay, next problem is that I want the walls to be red outside, but I also want them to be the same shade of red as the front door, which I don't think is going to happen. No? Oh no. That's slightly better. Honestly, this one's probably the best one, and that's not even red. It's like a peach color. How about another lighting? Is it better to go like intentionally darker? I think that one's best. I don't know. No, I think that one's best. Inside, I might put like one wall. With that, maybe the brick on another wall, and then like white in most other places, because it's a little bit much. I feel like we need to tone it down a little. Maybe last but not least, some little decorations. He doesn't have any. So maybe like a plant here and there. Are there any hot dog related items? Oh, you know what there is? I'm picturing there's like a base game decorative object. Doesn't this thing have a hot dog swatch? Ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. Yes. No, I swear it does. Why is it 600? Yes, it does. Now where do I put it? Is that weird, it being over here? I don't think so. And he doesn't need to get into the bed from that side, so it should be fine. I may get a sad clown as well. Loads of fun art in this house, yep. And that's about it. Well, hey, Stanley's micro home. It's not even one bedroom, but you know, that's okay. All right, I will stick this on the gallery for you if you are interested. I've built loads of micro homes. I like to do tiny homes. They're quite fun. This one is not base game only at all, but I've done some like base game and just tiny living ones as well. I mean, granted, the stuff I was using is purely decorative, right? Like I didn't use any fancy objects, although this laptop is fancy and it's from Strangerville. The base game laptop is more expensive. It's like $16.50. So I used the 1,000 simoleon one just to save some cash, but I guess we had the money. We could have gotten a better one. And now this leaves us with needing to complete the actual challenge. So I'm gonna post that video tomorrow. I've got him set up. Oh wait, it's called perfectly well-rounded. I think I put extremely well-rounded in the lot description. Oh no, that's embarrassing. I also probably shouldn't have had him be high maintenance. That was probably a big mistake, but you know, that's okay. Maybe it's fun. Do you know what? I think I really like the scenarios. I've said this a bunch before, but the more I'm playing with them, the more I'm using them. I've had a lot of fun playing through them for videos, but also like using them as story prompts. Like I've had a lot of fun building a house for Stanley just now, just to do the challenge. And this one isn't even that complicated, you know? Like this is just a perfectly well-rounded speed run type of challenge. So I'm really curious to see where else they go with them and how many we'll get in the future. They're not like groundbreaking or anything, you know? It's not like some super fancy fun game update, but it's interesting. It adds some spice, which I feel like I need sometimes in my Sims game. And you know what else? I'm trying to pre-record right now so that I can visit my grandparents for Thanksgiving, and they gave me 2 video ideas with this one. So like, Sims team, thank you very much. my grandmother thanks you. Anyway, I'll stop sitting here talking now. I'm gonna go. Stay tuned for tomorrow to see the rest of this. And also, if you want to watch the Too Many Toddlers video that I did a couple weeks ago or last week, or I don't know, recently, it's all a blur. I'll link that down below too. And let me know in the comments, what kind of scenarios would you like to see? Also, are you even having fun with them? Honestly, it might just be me that likes them because none of my friends like them at all. Maybe it's just me. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts some more. And with that all being said, I will catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Also, I'm wearing my own merch right now. This one was my Halloween merch, but I have some new merch coming out very, very soon. So if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'll announce it there. My name's just lilsimsie on those platforms.